What's going on, YouTube? I have a heavy hitter for you today. Something that's going to weigh heavy on your heart. Something that's going to snap your mentality just like that. Your philosophy that you've been having that's keeping you stuck. This is going to help you. Now, when I say this sentence, I'm going to warn you. Some of you right away are going to be like, yeah, right, really? But just hear me out, feel what I have to say, and judge me at the end. So here it goes. Some of you guys focus on results when it comes to anything in your life. All you look for is results. And if you don't see results right away, you quit. Because you measure success by results. You should not do that. Let me give you an example of why you should not do that. Why do you think that most people who set New Year's resolutions quit after 2 weeks? What do you think the real reason is? Think about that for a second. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think the real reason is. It's because they didn't see any results in that 2 weeks. They didn't go from 200 pounds to 180 in that 2 weeks. Because what happens is when people first start working out, who haven't worked out in God knows how long, do you think they go balls to the walls when they're actually getting ready to start working out? Are they on a treadmill with the Eye of the Tiger and the theme song playing before they get on that treadmill? And they're running and sweating. And, the shirt is, they dripped in sweat. They have the right supplements. They're ready to go. Do you think that's how they're doing? No. What happens is these people start working out. And any little type of exercise or anything that they do, the next day, they barely can get out of bed. They're like, oh, I don't like this feeling. I'm sore. Of course, your body's getting used to that, and it has to take some time to build up, right? But they're sore, and they're like, I don't know about the gym. And then the next day, they take it a little lighter because they remember that pain, right? But they don't see the results. So what happens is they say, you know what? Why do this day after day after day? I had a guy tell me, you know why I don't work out? It's because it's boring. Remember that word boring? You're going to sit here and basically curl your biceps over and over and over and over again the next day. Over and over and over again. Yes, that's what I'm telling you to do. That's success. Success is the process. But see, one who concentrates on results is like a person who drives a car looking at the rearview mirror while he's driving. When you look in the rearview mirror, what do you see? You see the road that was behind you, right? And you're thinking like, okay, I'm making progress. Your trip of 1,480 miles, you're focused on that. And all you do is focus on that. And instead of worrying about, I'm going to focus on the process. I'm going to drive 8 hours a day, no matter what. While I'm driving, I'm going to have the radio, I'm going to have my podcast, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. I'm not focusing on what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. So when 8 o'clock comes and when 4 o'clock comes, I'm stopping. That's the process. That's the schedule. You see, when you focus on the plan, right, you're going to reach success. Because let's paint the picture. Let's say you want to go to the gym or you want to do the right business or whatever it is you want to do. You tell yourself the night before, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm going to do this for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, do this, boom, 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 boom. Go down the list, stop, check. Write in your journal, this is what I've done, I've accomplished this, blah, 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 feels great, can't wait for tomorrow. Write your list out again. What I do is I copy and paste my list and put a check by it and put it down for the next day and it's waiting on me. Undo those checks and ready to check something off right away again. Right? So what I'm trying to say is that you have to do this day in and day out. And you don't tell yourself, well, when I reach success, I'm going to stop. which is something I should do a video about one day, because a lot of people, when they lose the weight, when they get the money that they try to achieve, they stop. Because they say, well, I've made it to the top, I've made it, now what? And then that's all of a sudden what happens at that point is your business starts crumbling. Your body starts crumbling back to its old ways, because you didn't set up the system to remain there for the rest of the time you plan to be there. If it was the rest of your life, you haven't put the system and laid the system in place. So you see where I'm going? Focusing on the results is not enough. Yeah, when you get to that point and you see some progress, you pat yourself on the back, but then you get right back to the system. So for those of you who are thinking already about your New Year's resolutions and you've always failed, think about the process you're going to create and tell yourself, I'm going to do this day in and day out. And I know by doing this day in and day out, something's going to happen. And when it happens, great. Now keep doing it day in and day out. So I think I've kind of summed up what I need to talk about. I think you guys get where I'm going. So if you want to share some of your experiences or what you think, maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, whatever it may be, let's talk about it today. So guys, thank you guys for listening. And until next time, signing off.